guys, what's up? So yeah, this is week 14, April 3rd through the 9th, and I'm coming at you a day late. It's Monday when I'm recording this, and you guys will hopefully see this here Tuesday or Wednesday time frame. I have a lot of videos to edit and a lot of videos to put out to you guys, so this week is going to be jam packed with videos. So there's a Let Me Introduce You that's coming out on Thursday. I still have to release my monthly wrap up for March. I just released the TikTok for that, so the evolution of it and the explanation of everything that you see in that TikTok will be coming out here shortly. I have a mail haul that I recorded for Instagram that I need to edit and get that up, but I'm going to show you guys the things that I did get in that really quickly, just so you can see them and see if you want to check out and see my initial reactions of me opening those packages as well. So first thing is I got this package of Funko Pops, and I got all of TLC, which is T-Boz. I got Chile, and I got Left Eye. Super excited for that. Don't know exactly who bought that for me. I've had them on my wish list for a while, so I'm not exactly sure who purchased that for me. Then, let's see. I got another package right here. The amazing Peyton Banks has been spoiling me. She got me a copy of Mr. Hotness, which is by her. I read this earlier this year or end of last year and really enjoyed it. She has the second book coming out here this year, and I am super excited for that, which is Mr. Arrogant. I believe it is his brother, and I can't wait to find out that story, because I think it's going to be with the love interest best friend from this book. So yeah, super excited. Then I had to get my own copies of The Wedding Crasher by Mia Sosa, which I absolutely loved, and you can see that review in last week's reviews, as well as a copy of Gold Lust, which is another review that happened in last week's reviews as well. Plus, yeah, I just talk about this one. It's by Aleatha, Romig, by the way. But you guys knew that, right? Then I got my Willow Winters box. Her spring quarter box has been released, and I am loving it. So if you want to see what's in that box, make sure you go over to Instagram and check out that mail haul video. I also ordered and received my new glasses. So I got some glasses from Zeelool, and I figured I'd show them to you guys. So we have this pair. You guys will have to let me know which pair looks the best with this hair, because I'm finding that I've been wearing them over the last couple days, and trying to figure out which pair goes with what is so much fun. But different styles are accentuated with different pairs. Like, ooh, I like this one with this hairstyle. Yes. What is it giving me? What is it giving you? Yes, I like this pair. I like mean, I like all the pairs that I got, but I like this pair with this hair. So I'm rhyming. Then we have this pair, which I absolutely love. I think it's so cute. Yes. I don't know if this pair is for this hair, but I mean, I guess if I like zhuzhed up there, ooh, I could do it like that. How's that look? Yes. So we have that pair. Then we have this pair. Swoosh, little swoosh there. Little, Yeah, I don't think this one will work with this hair either. I think this pair is going to be more of a red hair, kind of, chin length. I'm sure you will be seeing them in different videos and things like that, because I gotta switch it up. And they're all prescription, and I must say they were very inexpensive. I got all 4 pair for roughly $250. So super excited about that, because normally 1 pair of prescription glasses could run me like $200, and that's with eye insurance. So yeah, this is like really nice. And then this is the last pair that I got. This pair I just love because they're like, ooh, okay, so we do it like this, and then like this, get a little zoosh. Yeah, this pair definitely, oh, wait, maybe I could zoosh it just a little, get a little part right there in the middle, a little sprinkle of hair right there, out of the eye. There we go. Okay, I think we're gonna do the rest of this video with these glasses. What do you think? I hope so. All right, so let's get into the books that I did read last week. So I'm not making this a super long video. So first book that I finished was Carter's Flame. This is Rescue for number 2, Townsend number 1 by Tiffany Patterson. Placing this in contemporary. It is a interracial romance, giving it 4.25 stars, giving it 3.5. Steam fans had this as an audiobook. This is a Black author. And we have some content warnings. We have some classism, some racism discussions. We have a deadbeat dad that uses the child as blackmail. So if you're sensitive to sort of that, you might want to be careful with that. There is an age gap between that relationship as well, that's being used to kind of dominate. And I would actually say that it was possibly like domestic violence. Even though there isn't any physical abuse, domestic violence can also be like mental and emotional and stuff like that, and it's definitely plays a part in this story. So we have Carter, who is a firefighter, well, former special forces soldier turned firefighter, and he comes upon this accident. Well, not really comes, he gets called to an accident. The firehouse gets called to an accident, and our female character, Michelle, she is actually involved in the accident. She's stuck in the car, and Carter is the person that holds her hand through the other firefighters getting her out and keeps her calm and things like that. He ends up visiting her in the hospital, but doesn't get very much information because, family, HIPAA, things like that, right? So she reaches out to him and is like, hey, I just wanted to thank you and stuff like that. And they have an attraction towards each other. But she's very standoffish because of her son. And her son ends up, his class, the class that he's in, ends up interacting with Carter's family. Which, by the way, come to find out, he's a rich kid and his family has money and things like that. So yeah, it's a really fun paced story and I really enjoyed it. I'm really enjoying the different firefighters and the different stories that are coming out of the Rescue 4 series by Tiffany. So looking forward to reading more. Next book that I finished was Broody, Brit, which is part of the Cocky Heroes Club. Can't get this out today. By Naima Simone, placing this in contemporary. It's interracial romance. Giving it 3 stars. Giving it 4 Steam fans. It was steamy. Listen to this as an audiobook. This is a Black author. We know that I love Stan, Naima Simone, but this one just didn't hit for me. There are content warnings for grief, for teenage pregnancy ending in adoption and open adoption at that. Then we have also like friends with benefits situation going on. We have Zenobia, who is a nurse, and she is the one that had to give up her child when she was a teenager for a open adoption. And then one day her daughter, her biological daughter, comes in with an injury and she has to recuse herself from being her nurse. But at the same time, she happens to be staying at a friend's house with a artist, Axel, our male character, that her biological daughter loves. So she ends up getting him to come in to see her. But that's just part of the story. A lot of the story revolves around the fact that Zenobia and Axel are sharing this space, but they have an attraction to each other, but then they don't act upon it. But then when they do act upon it, it's friends with benefits, because he has a dark traumatic past and he's grieving some things that are going on in his life. And for me, I don't know if it was the narrator's voice that just didn't help me buy that Axel was British, for one, and most definitely not the voice that the female narrator used when she was talking in Axel's voice. It didn't match. So when voices don't match for me, it throws me out of the story, and it's not a good thing. But I didn't really feel their connection, as well as, for some reason, I'm usually all about Naima's books, but this one, it felt very kind of preachy when it came to like Christian beliefs or like faith and things like that. And I was just like, where's this coming from? Why is this involved in this story? And it would just be like a random hit here, random hit there, but it was enough for me to notice it. So I was just like, I don't know about this. The next book that I finished, or didn't finish, was Fear None by Amarie Avant, and placing this in romantic suspense. This is the interracial romance. DNF this at 32%, and it most definitely was because of the audiobook narrators. First of all, could not stand their voices. It was like chalk on a freaking chalkboard. Our male was supposed to be like this 23, 24-year-old, and his voice was dark and gravelly, and it didn't sound like his voice sounded like he was so much older. But if I was to give it rating, I would give it 2 stars, giving it 4 Steam fans. Had this as an audiobook. This is a Black author. I was trying to prepare for a possible interview with this author, so this is going to be very difficult if I'm going to reach out. Now, there are content warnings. There's a whole lot of content warnings for this one. We have assaults, we have prison talk, we have corruption, we have just a lot, because this story was very scrambled. So we have Tatum, who is a cop, but she is also Black and Asian. It's very it's like pounded into your head that she is biracial throughout the story. And she's also the daughter of a amazing MMA fighter. And then we have River, who is getting out of prison after doing 5 years for possibly a crime that Tatum had a hand in or did some time. They were childhood lovers or childhood romance type feel going on, and now she's on the law side, and he has this like mean assault streak, will kill for her and all that. It was so jumbled and just all over the place. There were flashbacks, and there were flash forwards, and there were flashbacks, and you just didn't, through the audiobook, I didn't know where in time we were and why we were talking to these different, and then on top of it, the whole narration, the narrator's voices just didn't hit me. I tried speeding it up, I tried slowing it down, I couldn't do it, so I had to DNF that one. The next book that I finished was Worship, which is Sinful #2 by Trilina Pucci, and placing this in dark romantic suspense, giving it 4.25 stars, giving it 4 Steam fans. Had this as an audiobook, and the content warnings here are torture, sex trafficking, plots of death, SA off page, cheating, and sort of finding your one. I don't know, that's not necessarily a content warning, but it is something you need to know. So we have Luca, who is Dominic's brother. We met this couple at the end of the last book. So Luca was in the hospital. Gretchen is Drew's BFF, who is Drew is from the first book, and this is their sort of story of how they are coming together. Luca is sort of a single dad. His wife, yes, you heard me right, his wife is no good. You know that she's no good, but he has a thing for Gretchen. Gretchen has a thing for him. They want to see where they can go, but he is still married, and that is because of some other twists and turns that end up happening. I usually don't like cheating in a book, and I didn't like it in this book. I felt it was unnecessary, except for the fact that once it's revealed why it's happening or why it had to be, it was like, okay, I understood. But you know, this book is another step darker than the very first book in this series, and then that brings us to the next book that I finished, which was Depraved, and the last book that I finished for the week, Depraved, which is Sinful number 3 by Trilina Pucci. This is a dark romance mafia suspense, and this is the third book in this series, and giving it 4.25 stars, giving it 4 Steam fans, had this as an audiobook. Now this one has major dark moments in it, and content warnings for torture, BDSM, possession, mob, Boston mob, Chicago mob, SA, runaway, killing, just all kinds, all the darkness that would come for a mafia romance are in this book. So that's what I meant earlier when I said there was a progression. So the first book, which was, what was the first book in the series? I should remember it. I just read it last week. Truth. Truth was light on the dark side. Then we have Worship, which is darker, and then we have Depraved, which is the darkest. This follows Dante, who is the half-brother of Luca and Dominic, and he is now the boss, and yeah, he has a very dark side, and you get to see it throughout this story. Sarah is the manager of Church, which is the BDSM club that Dominic and Luca owns, and Dante. So they all own this, but she's the manager of it, and they've been dancing around each other, but she has secrets that she's running away from, and through this story you get to find out why they both sort of black out and do things. She shoots him at one point. So yeah, there's lots of dark moments in this book, and I was here for it. I want more from this, especially if it continues to get darker. I'm here for it. What am I currently reading? I am currently reading The Rogue Crown, which is the third book of the 5 Rings of Orcorith. I think it's, no, 5 Crowns of Orcorith, by A.K. Mulford. I'm reading Emanuel's Heat, which is the third book in the Rescue 4 series. Book 3 in the Rescue 4 series. I'm also going to be reading Most Eligible Billionaire by Annika Martin, and This is Wild by Natasha Madison. I got them on Hoopla credits, so I want to make sure that I get them read before the time runs out. I may have to renew them, but I don't know. Those will get read here in the next couple days. So, are you guys enjoying Veda? I hope you are. Give me a choice on which glasses that you like the best. Other than that, I'm trying to think, is there anything else I need to go over? I don't think there is. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for supporting. You guys are amazing. I don't know if it was here or if it was somebody from the main channel that did a donation to Kiddos Swim fundraiser, but thank you. I want to say thank you right now. I greatly appreciate it, and I know that he will. Thank you guys for those that have thought about it and stuff like that, and continue to watch. So I will see you guys later, and yeah, peace.